Once upon a time there was a little girl called Little Red Riding Hood. One day she went off to see her grandma. She waved bye-bye to her mummy before she went. Whilst walking through the woods, Little Red Riding Hood started to collect some flowers, but she did not know that behind her there was a wolf watching her. As Little Red Riding Hood continued to pick the flowers, the wolf ran on ahead to Grandma's cottage. When he reached the cottage, he saw Grandma in bed. The wolf grabbed Grandma and locked her in the cupboard. The wolf climbed into Grandma's bed and put the blanket over him and waited for Little Red Riding Hood. Shortly after, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at the cottage and knocked on the door. Little Red Riding Hood sat down beside Grandma. Little Red Riding Hood looked closely at Grandma. She stared at Grandma's ears. "Oh, Grandma, what big ears you have!"
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Little Red Riding Hood looked closer at Grandma's eyes. "Oh, Grandma, what big eyes you have!"
All the better to see you with, my dear.
As Little Red Riding Hood leaned closer towards Grandma, she looked at Grandma's teeth. "Oh, Grandma, what big teeth you have!"
All the better to eat you up.
Little Red Riding Hood stood up and ran to the door. She shouted for help. Luckily, a woodcutter was passing by. The woodcutter chased the wolf out of the cottage and into the woods. The wolf was never seen again. But back at the cottage, Little Red Riding Hood helped Grandma get back into bed. And they all lived happily ever after.